Okay, good afternoon, guys. So let's have a quick review first on day number 13. It's all about simple interest and maturity value. So last meeting, we discussed about the day number 13. And this is the simple interest and maturity value. Okay? So, na tayo sa we have the interest is I is equal to P or E. Again, I is the interest or the simple interest. The P, this is the profit, the earn na nag-invest ka. Then meron siyang matatawag na interest. Okay, pag umutan ka, there is an interest. If there's a P, principal is uh, the money that you borrow. And it is the original amount. And R is the annual interest rate. And the T is the time. So always remember, in getting the annual rate, always express your answer and that's it. Okay? So we are reviewed. And then dito tayo sa PRT. So this is the formula of PRT. And we have the solve for triangle. I is equal to PRT. Okay? So the second formula again is in finding the P, the formula is I all over R and T. And the third formula in finding the R, so just cover R there. And the formula is P. And then the number 4 is the finding the sign. In finding the sign, that is I all over P R. Apply natin yung apat na formula. But there's a word deposits again, principal. There's a key magic word there. So there's a word borrow. Borrow, deposits. So deposit and invest. Kung nabasa kayo sa tatlong ganyan, ibig sabihin yung principal. Just like this, deposits. So the principal here is 3,000. And there's a time is 3 years. Always remember that time is always expressed in years. This is 3 years, which earn him an interest rate of 8%. So the rate here is 8%. And always remember that if you have 8%, always express your answer in decimal. This is 0.08. Or divide mo lang yung 8 sa 100. Kapag dinivide mo yun, magiging 0.08 after 3 years. Then since we don't know the interest here and we already have the value of P, so the I is unknown. For the I is PRT. So I here, guys, is 3,000. I is equal to 3,000 multiplied to the rate, which is 0.08, multiplied to the time, which is 3 years. And our answer here, please write your answer in info as yes. What is 3,000? So raw papaya is 720. The answer here is 720. Thank you, papaya. Next is number 2. So we're looking for the value of the principal here. So principal, the formula of principal is I all over RT using the triangle. Okay, this is PRT. Just cover P, then the answer will be I all over RT. Since I is given RT, so yung I natin dyan is 175. This is 175 for 50 plus covered interest. That's why this is our interest. And as you can see, we have 6.5%. So the rate here is 6.5%. Then 6.5% divide 100, that will be 0.065. And we have 8 months. The time is 8 months. So you need to divide it by 12. Since it is in months, always remember the time, always express your answer in years. So this is 0.2 decimal places na lang tayo dito. 0.67 of 8 months. Kaloob ng isang taon. Alright, so P is equivalent to I is 175.50 all over 0.065 times 0.67. And what is our principal? What is our principal? Wait. Wala yung connection to rejoin tayo. Wala yung connection, waiting po. Mag-off siya. Hindi ko makita yung mga sagot. Ulitin na. Connect ko lang yung ano. Yung can you please type again your answer in comments, please? What is the principle? Can you please type again? Or eight? Sorry, nawala yung hotspot. So 4029.85 is the final answer here. The next number 3 is there is a word investment. That's why 3,500 is our peak. And Earth, ito yung natubo niya ng interest is 70. So our I here is 70 first of 2 years. Time here is 2 years. And what annual rate? So we're looking for the rate here. The rate mo hinahanap. So the formula of the rate is I all over P, right? 80. Kasi R ang ating hinahanap. So I here is 70 all over 3.5 divided to 2 years. So rate is 0.01 or 1%. So your answer should be in percent, 1%. Next, thank you. Next, for how many years must 95,000 be invested? So there's a word invested, that's why this is P. So 50 ay 95,000. Then earn na naman siya ng 1,000 where our interest is 1,187.50 of interest and the rate is 5%. 5% is 0.05 for how many years? So our time is unknown. In solving the time, this is I all over B R. So I is 1137.50 over 95,000. And the time here is 0.25 years. So the time is 0.25 years. Next, si Ella nag-invest ng 4,000 in a bond at yearly rate of 4.5%. There's a word invested here. So 4,000 is the principal. And there's a word earn again for 540. So our interest is in earn is 540 with the rate of 4.5%. 4.5% expressed in decimal, that is 0.045. How long? So the time is unknown. The time here is I all over PR. And I is 540. And the P is 4,000 multiplied to 0.045. And the time will be, it's 3 years. The time is 3 years. Next is number 6. A bank charges 370,000 simple interest for the use of 3,600 for 1 year. And what simple interest rate is in effect? So we're looking for the value of the rate here, but first we need to define the given details here. So since there's a word simple interest there, so automatic the 370 will be 370. And for 1 year, syempre that will be our time, 1 year. And the rate is a no. And there is money here na hindi natin alam what is the level. So it should be principal, sir. Why? Because we have already the I here. So ibig sabihin po, yung natitirang money will be the principal amount. And we're looking for the value of our rate. The formula is I all over P and P. So I here is 370. Then 3,600 multiplied to the time, which is 1 year. Then the rate is, what is the rate? Express your answer in the percentage. 10.28%. Very good. Thank you so much, Danny and Kent Margaret. Next, so we're done with the simple interest. Let's move on to the final amount. Again, final amount is also known as final value, F, maturity value, MB, or A. Okay, ha? So, marami pong tawag sa kanila. Hindi kayo malito. So, the first formula here is the final value. The second formula is finding the P. Then this is our T. Yung F is equal to P plus I is the same with the F is equal to P plus 1, quantity of 1 plus RT. You just factorization ng tawag yan, simplifying the formula. Then number 2, if you're looking for the value of P, this is the formula. And if you're looking for the value of T, this is the formula. Dyan po yan galing. Okay? Because I is always F minus P. Para makuha mo yung interest, the F or the final amount minus the principal amount. So we're going to apply this 3 formula para mas maintindihan natin to. And number 1 problem is finding the interest and the final amount. Again, final amount. Final amount is denoted as F or A. Pwede siyang F and A. So find the interest. Of course, in finding the interest is PRT. Then as you can see, there is one amount of money, which is 500, 7% for percentage, 3 years per time. So automatic po yung P natin dyan is 500 times the rate is 0.07 because 7% expressed in decimal, that will be 0.07. Then the 3 years. Then for the interest is 105. Thank you, Danica, for a quick response. And how about the final amount? The formula again of final amount is P1 plus RT. Okay, this is the first formula na pinakita ko sa inyo. So find the final amount, guys. This is 500. 1 plus the rate 0.07 multiplied to 3 years. So what is the final amount? 605. Thank you, Ken Barbian. 605 is the final amount. Okay, pwede mong gamitin yung first formula there. Here, F is equal to P plus I. Di ba yung I mo 105, and then yung P mo 500. So, ibig sabihin, 105 plus 500, it is equivalent to 605. Number 2, calculate the total amount you need to pay if you borrow 45,000 from a lending company at 10.5% simple interest for 2 years and 6 months. So there's a word borrowed, automatic po that 45,000 will be your principal. Okay? And 10% is the rate. So 10.5. Always remember, if there is a fraction expressed in decimal form, 10.5% is equivalent to 0.105. Then the time here is 2 years and 6 months, and 2 years and 6 months is equivalent to 2.5 years, right? And since we're looking for the value of the final amount or the total amount, we're going to use the formula of F is equal to P1 plus RT ulit. So F is equal to 45,000. 1 plus the rate is 0.105 multiplied to 2.5 years. So what is the total amount now? So 56, ang bilis ni Ron Babaya. It's 56,812.5. Don't worry, lahat ko nag-recite. Noted po sila lahat. So, okay, thank you, Ron. So 56,812.5 is our total amount for F or the A for amount. Next, number 3. After 10 years, okay, 10 years is our time. There is a 5.5%. That will be the rate. The rate is 5.5%. 5.5% is 0.055. Divide nyo lang sa 100. And we're looking for the original investment. Sabi ko kanina, original investment is principal. Yan yung principal natin. Principal is unknown. Ibig sabihin, yung binanggit na pera dito, that is your F or the future value, 235,350. Kasi nga, Ito yung na-found out niya na yung pera niya na in-invest niya, naging 235,350 na. So, ilan kaya yung original? Kaya P ang hinahanap. So, P is equivalent to F all over 1 plus RT. 1 plus RT. So, in computing the value of P, this is the formula. So, F natin dito is 235,350 and 1 plus R. R is 0.055. Multiply natin yung R natin sa time, which is 10 years. So, what is the principal amount? Ilan yung principal or original na bago naging 235,350? So, what is 235? So, 151. Bilis naman ni Barbara. Thank you, Ken. So, 100. Si Ken, ang galing-galing niya sa online. 151, 838. 838.71 ang answer natin dyan. Always remember 2 decimal places. 151,838.71. Thank you. Next, for number 4, Green, pumiram siya ng 65,000. There's a word borrow. You need to say that is your principal amount. So, 65,000. And 5 and 1/4%. 5 and 1/4%, that is your rate. Take note, 1/4 is 0.25%. Always express it into 0.525. That is the rate divided by 100. And final amount is already given, which is 76,500. And for your final amount here is 76,500. And we're going to express our answer in years, months, and days. Ano bang hinahanap natin, sir? So, time ang hinahanap. Time is F minus the P all over PR. So, that is the formula. So, F minus P, 76,500, and then 65,000. 65,000 all over 65,000 net. Multiply to the rate, which is 0.0525. What is the time? Take note, our answer is in years, months, and days. So I'm gonna write 3.37 years dito. Hindi pa yan final answer kasi we're going to express this one into years, months, and days. So lagay natin dito. So the time is 3.37 years. We're going to convert this one into months and days. Always remember, in 1 month, there is 30 days. Okay? 30 days. So, yung whole number dyan, automatic po 3 years na po yan. Pero, yung 0.37, i-convert natin yung 0.37 ng naka-year pa, i-multiply natin yan sa loob ng isang taon. Meron tayong 12 months. So, what is 0.37 times 12? Cancel, cancel. What is 0.37 times 12? 0.37 times 12? 4.44. Okay, thank you, Ms. Ferrer, Joanna. So the answer here is 4.44. So may whole number na tayo dyan. So 4 months. 4 na buwan po yan. Next, yung susunod is yung 0.44. 0.44 month. I-times natin siya sa isang buwan. All over 30 days. So ilan po yung 0.44 sa 30? 0.44 sa 30 days. Excuse me. Okay, Elmer De Los Santos got the correct answer. 13.2, but get the whole number. So 13.2, so 13 days. Okay, meaning to say, the answer is 3 years, 4 months, and 13 days. Kasi yung 0.2 hours na yan. Yes po. Can you please click the thumbs up if you got the correct answer? I mean, if you we understand the number 4 problem. You understand the number 4, right? Huwag na isama yung point 2 kasi hours na yun. We're looking for years, months, and days only. So 3 years, 4 months, and 30 days. Okay, we have 2 ways in computing interest, or that is what we call ordinary and exact. When it comes to ordinary, it is denoted as IO. When it comes to exact, it is denoted as IE. And it is the same with the simple interest, which is I is equal to PRT. And the difference is just we're going to divide it by 360 and 365. We're going to divide 360 if it is ordinary. We're going to divide 365 if it is exact. As simple as that. As you can see here, there is 15,000, 5%, and 180. So if we're looking for the value of IO here, the formula is PR the time all over 360. If you're looking for the value of IE, PR the time all over 365. So compute 15,000. Siyempre yung principal natin dyan, 15,000 na agad. Wala na diba? The rate is 0.05. Multiply natin sa 180 days all over 360. So what is our IO, guys? What is IO? 2 decimal places. $365. $375, brother. How about IE? 15,000. Multiply natin sa 0.05 times 180 all over 365. What is IE or exact interest? 365. Palitan nyo lang ng P65 yung 360. 2 decimal places. John Oliveros. 300. What? 369.86. Okay, thank you, Miss Joanna Ferrer. You get the correct answer. Joanna, anong section mo? Ferrer. Joanna Ferrer. Section mo, Joanna. All right, so we're done with the maturity value. So moving on to compound interest. Madali lang ang compound interest, naging mahirap lang siya sa formula kasi marami. So again, compound interest, guys, it is interest on interest. It is accumulated exponential growth. So yun yung mga keyword niya. Exponential growth or pwede rin siya maging growth. So yun yung interest na interest. So yung patong niya, may patong ulit. Kaya siya tinawag na compounded or compounding. Compounded po yan. Okay? So, the difference of the final amount or the maturity value of compound interest is there is a frequency of 1 year. A frequency of interest in 1 year. Yan yung tatawag natin annually, bi-monthly, monthly, semi-annually. Okay? So, this is the symbol for final value, or this is also known as future value. Future value is also denoted as A or F. So, pwede siyang maging F, pwede siyang maging A. So, magamit na lang tayo ng A. So, A is also known as amount or the final amount. Okay? So, M is the frequency of interest per 1 year. Yan yung mga annually compounded. Okay? Gagamit kayo ng formula na ito kapag may nabasa kayong compounded. Of course, same pa rin. Kapag may nakita kayong grade, always express your answer in decimal. And if you have the time, express your answer in years. Okay? In the other book, we have N for the frequency. But in other book, in your module is, I think it's M. So we're going to use M na lang. Ito po yung sinasabi ko. Annually is 1. Semi-annually, 2. Quarterly, yun yung condition kung ilang buwan mo siya uhulugan. Bi-monthly 6 and monthly 12. Again, annually 1 year, semi-annually 2, quarterly 4, bi-monthly 6, monthly 12. Okay? So if you are looking for the value of P naman, so the first formula is looking for the final amount. So final amount P, quantity of 1 plus R all over M raised to MT. So the second formula is finding the P. Yung P natin is, gawin mo lang siyang negative na MT and pagpalitan mo lang yung P at A. Okay, yung kanina dito. Pinagpalitan ko lang dito. Tapos gawin mo siyang negative sa exponent. Yun yung formula niya. Or this is the alternative in finding the P. And in finding the R, this is the formula. But this is the alternative. M. Tapos meron tayong A or F ha. Parehas lang yung F. A. Yung F natin parehas lang yan sa A. Tapos P raised to 1 all over MT minus 1. Then close it. So this is the alternative formula using in finding the R, or if R is unknown. And if P is unknown naman, so logarithm of A all over P, I mean logarithm quantity of A all over P all over the M multiplied to logarithm of quantity of 1 plus R all over M. Yan. So kayong mag-alala. Madali lang siya pero nagiging mahirap siya sa paningin natin kasi yung mga formula mahaba. So, ganun pa rin yung technique natin. If there's a word borrow, that is your P. Your P is 75,000 and your rate is 15%. So, 15% expressed in decimal, that is 0.15. And 4 years po yung time natin. 4 years. And compounded, there's a word compounded. Compounded quarterly. So your M here is 4. Sir, saan galing yung 4? Dito po. Compounded quarterly, that is 4. Next is how much si Wanda gusto niyang malaman yung utang niya sa loob ng 4 na taon. So ibig sabihin ang hinahanap natin yung final amount. So final amount is unknown. In final amount formula, meron tayong P, quantity of 1 plus R all over M raised to MT. So the final amount is 75,000. 1 plus the rate is 0.15 all over the M is 4. And again, MT guys is 4 times 4. That will be 16. Kasi MT, pinagtabi natin yung MT. So multiply 4 and 4. Then the final amount now is 1. What is the final amount? So 116, 124 ata. Bakit ata? Sa math, walang ata-ata ha. Dapat di kayo ata-ata ha. So ko, 75,000. Parang Joanna Ferrer yung nakakuha. 75,000, 1 plus 0.15 all over 4. Tapos meron tayong raised to 16. So the answer is 135. So tama din si Kishi, Estrada. Si Joanna ang nauna. The answer is 135,167.09, 2 decimal places. So the answer here is 135. 167.09. Maria Blanca is planning to invest 50,000 in a CDI multi-purpose cooperative. She wants to know how long it will take for her investment to grow 70,000. To grow 70,000 is the final amount. There's a word invest, that's why 50,000 is the principal. So 50,000. The future value or the final amount, your A is 70,000. And we have 6% for the rate. 6% is 0.06. Compounded semi-annually. Semi-annually is 2. And ano bang hinahanap natin din? So she wants to know how long. So the time is unknown. And the formula for time is logarithm of the amount, final amount all over your principal, and we have denominator of M logarithm 1 plus R all over M. Diba? Saya. using your calculator. So please input the numbers na and give me the final answer. I'm going to write the solution first. So 70,000 all over 50,000 for our numerator. And let's move on to denominator to log. We have 1 plus the rate is 0.06 all over m, which is 2. So what is the time, guys? Ay, nandun na oh. 5.69 years. Si Ron Rabayat. Sir, paano nakuha yung MT? Multiply your M and T. Oliveros, multiply your M and T. Ito po. 4 times 4 is 16. Oliveros, okay na? Oliveros. Okay, next. 5.69 years ang answer natin sa number 2. Okay? Try ko sa calculator ko po. So, we have fraction, logarithm of amount. So, the amount is 70,000. And we have 50,000. And we have the 2 log time 1 plus all over 0.06 tapos 2. Check ko lang kung tama. 5.69 years is correct. Next, number 3, si Daniel, humiram siya ng pera. There's a word borrow, ibig sabihin principal. Principal is 50,000. Promise siya na babayaran yung principal na mayroong 12% na interest. Compounded monthly, ibig sabihin 12. And babayaran nyo ito after 6 years. So the time is 6 years. So ang hinahanap natin yung final amount kasi there's a word after. Kung babayaran niya daw yung lahat ng after 6 years, ilan yung final yung babayaran niya? Utang niya. So we have A is equal to P plus 1 plus R all over N raised to MP. So yung principal natin dyan, 50,000. And 1 plus the rate is 0.12 all over 12 raised to 12 times 6 is 72. Again, yung 12% natin, gawin natin 0.12. Then yung M natin dyan is 12 kasi compounded monthly. So what is our final amount, guys? Is it 102,354? Is it 102,354? 354.97. Okay, pare-parehas naman kayo. Sabi ni Danica, 103,354.97. Okay, Danica, magtiwala na ako sa sagot ko kasi parehas naman kay ni Ron and Palaganas. In next, number 4, si Carl is humiram siya ulit ng money from the bank with a rate of 5.25%. So we have 0.0525 and compounded annually. So your M here is 1 and accumulated. If there's a word accumulated, that is the final amount. Final amount is 180,500. And for the time is 3.5 years. Borrow ang hinahanap. So, ibig sabihin your principal. And the formula of principal is 1 plus. Or mas maganda gamitin yung isa. Yung babalik ka rin natin. Tapos may negative na exponent. 1 plus R all over M negative MP. So your amount natin dyan is 180,500. 180,500. Okay, tapos meron tayong 1 plus the rate is 0.0525. Oh, nakuha nyo na ata sagot. Your M is 1, then negative 3.5. Hindi ko na ilalagay yung 1 kasi times 1 is. So, ang sagot dito is 150. Is it 150? Negative, Hindi ko mali yung sagot niyo. Try ko nga. So, 180,500. Tapos, man tayong 1 plus 0.0525. all over 1 raised to negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. So 150, nakuha ni si Carl pala guys. 150, 903.68. So the principal amount is 150, 903.68. Okay, this is 150 ha. 903.68. May kaya. May kaya. All negative manaya. Tama naman, 150 sa to. Hindi ka nag-negative. Isang daw, nanalo siya ng 1,600,000. Okay? In a lottery, she invested 1/4 of it in a bank. Then what interest rate compounded annually will give her a future value of 700,000 in 5 years? I will give you 2 points for this and your timer starts now. Go. Write your answer in chat box. So you're going to use the formula of RM. Tapos meron tayong A all over P raised to 1 all over MT minus 1, then close it. Here we go. This is the last problem. Type your answer in chat box if you get correct answer na. If ever na na-solve yun already. This is 2 points. Danica, what is the section, Danica? Block 10 ka ba? Okay, check natin if it is 11.84. How about the others? Ron Rabaya, ano ng section mo? Well, Palaganas, section mo Palaganas. I think block 10 ka din. Okay, the answer here is 11.84%. Kawili got the correct answer. Okay, time, solve natin. May future value na tayo dyan na sinabi. Future value is your A. So we have 700,000. Then meron na tayong 1,600,000 for principal kasi there's a word invested. So 1,600,000 pero 1/4 lang yung in-invest niya. So i-divide natin yan sa 4. Your principal is 400,000. Then of course your time here is 5 years. Compounded annually. So your M is 1. So R is equivalent to 1. Then your amount is 700,000 all over 400,000. 1 all over MT. Your M is 5. MT is 1. M1 times 5 is 5 minus 1. Close it. And the rate is 11.84%. How? Check natin kung tama yung sagot ni Danica. So this is 1. Then open ulit. Then 700. 1, 2, 3. 400. 1, 2, 3. Then close it. Then raise to 1/5 minus 1. Then close it. The answer is times natin sa 100 kasi rate ang hinahanap. 11.84%. And that's all for compound interest. Have any questions? Do you have any questions, guys? If none, then this is the activity that you're going to answer. Check for understanding. Pedro, and you decide to invest. Again, kung paano ako nagsusolve ng problem, ganun din yung atake ninyo sa check for understanding. Sir, paano po yung 13.2? Yung base ba? Ito ba, Ron Kabaya? Ito ba? Yan ba? Days. O di ba yung days natin dyan, ang natira lang sa days is 0.44. So 0.44, kita times mo siya sa 30 days. So the answer is 13.2. So yung whole number lang ng 13.2, ang kunin mo kasi days ang pinag-uusapan. Yung 0.2 is hours na yan. Kaya 13 point. Okay na? So again, ito yung ipapas ninyo sa module 14, CFQ. Yan lang po yung sasagutan. Yung Pedro and you decide. Okay, 10 seconds for this for SS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 2, you decide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, before we
Sir,
leave.
last na sir. Sir, last na yung sa kabila, sir. Yung isa po, yan po. Thank you, sir.
Okay na?
Okay na, sir. Thank you po.
About this. Yes, naka-record tayo.
Sir, yung una, sir. Thank you po.
Palagi tayong naka-record. And we have 3 simple rules in life. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. The answer is always no. Yes, it's on YouTube. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Lagi naman, John Vincent. It does not matter. It does not matter how slow you go, as long as you don't stop. That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Lucas,
Thank you,
Christian.
sir.
Lucas. Nandiyan ka ba, Lucas?
Amen.
Lucas.